Coming up right now, why it might pay you to miss your next flight. We'll explain.
Also coming up, how did this guy get past TSA? Well, only in Florida.
All right, he's got gator skin trunks, I guess. A little bit later on, a golfer's swing lands him in the rough.
Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
Yes, she is. I'm still Mitch English, and we're welcoming you to Daily Flash. We've got your today's trends and tomorrow's talk. Man, so glad to have you here, right? Yes! Yes! So we go like this. And by the way, we got Matt Doolittle is also here.
Round of applause for Matt Doolittle.
God, whoa, you left him hanging.
It's fine.
Sweet baby, which by the way, so we go, James, we're gonna move the cameras around so that people can see.
Yes.
And now look at it. Can we take
Hollywood.
this shot?
Yes.
He comes in wearing glasses.
I'm a celebrity now. There we go.
Slow your roll.
Did he bring his team with him?
I think so. That's his whole entourage.
Yes, his entourage back there behind the cameras.
Worst security detail ever.
Right?
Well, maybe they're just not as interested, or maybe it's just they're not awake yet. Anybody want to join me in this?
Oh, okay. I get it. I get you. No, hold on. That is they what do you call it? After the touchdown, they are really finding these college football players taunting.
Yes.
After and
Taunting. Celebration.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Touchdown celebration.
So basically the big Florida-Georgia game.
Yes.
So Georgia scores and he starts doing that.
Yeah.
Because he's Georgia, and so they get him for taunting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if that's fair. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Did we just get a taunt from your
I think we did.
We might have. Well, Mitch is wearing the University of Florida Gator colors.
Just by
Orange and
coincidence.
blue,
I
just
went to
by
Mississippi
coincidence.
State. So.
Did you? Speaking of football, I know we don't talk a lot of sports on this show, but did you see the one guy who dropped the football? As he was heading into the touchdown. It was going to be his first TD ever,
Yes.
and he got so excited he dropped the ball, and it was before the touchdown line. And they counted it as a no touchdown.
And that explains my prom night.
You dropped the ball before you got to the end zone.
And it
Have you
happens all
read
the
it?
time. Yeah, I mean, there's two ways to go with that. I mean,
Oh my goodness! So check this out. That was a Jets player, by the way.
figures.
Yeah, it does. I know the Jets, right? That's just emblematic of the Jets in their entire season. So everybody flies. There is one thing flight attendants say they will not do for you. Well, there's a number of things they would do for you, but yes. But one thing in particular, and that is they will not help you put your bags in the overhead bin. They said the reason why is because oftentimes that's an easy way for them to get hurt.
Sure, yeah.
And oftentimes that is not covered by their health insurance.
That makes a lot
of
of
sense. So
sense.
they have been instructed, most of them, by their employers, not to, if you go and say, hey, I need you to put my bag up in the overhead bin, they were like, I can't do that for you, but I can assist you if you need a little extra push getting it in there. Yeah.
And it's funny you say that because I remember a flight attendant asking somebody, hey, can you help him?
Yes.
I'm like, well, why don't you do it?
Exactly, right? Me too. I'm like, well, that's odd, because isn't that part of your job? And they're always moving stuff around or like telling you, get that bag up in the bin.
Does it bother you when like people, they'll be walking, they sit in the back, but they'll put their bag like on aisle 4. Does that bother you?
It bothers me.
Yeah, it does, because it's like...
It's like you're cheating.
Yes.
I don't know why, but it feels like you're cheating.
But you're not.
Yeah.
It makes more sense.
Yes.
Because you're walking through, and it's probably the same guy that gets up right when the boom goes, and then they're ready to walk
But
out.
it bothers me because I'm, if I'm that person sitting in row 4 and there's no space left in the bag, then I got to walk all the way to the back to find a space.
or if you fly Southwest like I just did, you're just playing bag roulette on wherever you can find it.
Yeah.
Just put it up there.
My favorite is when somebody puts like a small handbag up there in the overhead bin. I'm like, really?
You can't put it underneath
You
your
can't just put it under the seat?
Maybe you know what they need to do. Listen, here's the thing. We're complaining they need to teach home economics in school.
Yes.
They need to teach, right? Am I right?
Yes.
They need to teach
Taxes.
cursive, and they need to tell and teach people how to travel.
Travel etiquette. 100%.
First is wear clothes instead of your pajamas.
Yes!
That's where we
When
all
you start
went.
wearing sweatpants out, that's when you're giving up.
Yeah, 100%. And again, and I've said this, you know me, People that wear sweatpants don't work out.
Oh, what are you talking about? Hey, I work out. You want to go to the gym with me? We can go.
When are you working out?
Hey, I work out.
When are you
Planet Fitness?
That's fine.
What time?
Go.
What time?
What time?
I work out at night. Then
At night.
That's it. Oh, I'm sorry. I got stuff to do today. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's what the hot women are
got stuff to
on the
do.
treadmill in front of me.
Wait,
so,
you got stuff
whatever.
to do all day in sweatpants?
Yeah, that's right.
So-
I want to feel comfortable.
So this is his warm-up suit.
Warm up to work
Warm-up
out.
suit.
That's it.
So, and in the immortal words of Mitch English, spandex is a privilege, not a right.
James, when you show up in spandex, then
I'll do
get
it
on to
tomorrow.
James,
Yeah.
yeah.
Should see them girls in Houston. They were taking their rights right to the end.
When they travel.
Oh yeah, one of them.
Oh
Woo.
my gosh. All right, we are talking about traveling. You know, travelers can now expect actually to get an automatic refund if a future flight is actually canceled or delayed. This is a big
Huge.
deal. United States Airlines are now requiring to give passengers an automatic refund if their flight either gets canceled or postponed for more than 3 hours. Now, under this new rule, passengers are entitled to automatic refunds without having to file a request, and we're talking cash money, and not talking about points so you can buy other flights on their airline.
Credits,
The airline has to reimburse that person within 7 days for credit card purchase, 20 days after for other payment methods. And when it comes to those significant flight delays, those are defined as any domestic flight that's delayed more than 3 hours and 6 hours for international flights. They are on this as well. So it's something definitely you have to keep your eye on and figure out, because here's what the deal is. Your last minute flights are going to be astronomically priced, first off. But they are going to say, all right, here's some money. We can either book you on one of our flights, or here's some money and you go find you somewhere else. Well, that money is probably not going to be enough for the next one, but at least you have money in your account a little bit. At least you can be able to help yourself.
I think it's so frustrating for a consumer who pays for a particular good, an airline flight, and then they find out it's canceled, and they're either stuck losing money on the flight, having to book another one with their own money, and then waiting, either weeks or months to either get reimbursed or to get a credit from the airline that they probably don't want to fly again because of it.
Yeah. What motivation do you have? You've already canceled that sort of thing, and it's nice to see that we're starting to get these rights.
Very true. From the Only in Florida files, here we go. A passenger at a Florida airport captured this video of a large alligator walking on the tarmac. You can see the gator making its way past a couple of planes and heading toward a grassy area next to the tarmac. Witnesses say the gator was about 10 feet long. That's pretty big.
That is big, yeah.
An airport employee arrives to encourage the reptile away from the airport traffic by shooing it more toward the water.
You know that guy's from Florida too. Like, all right, come on,
Yes,
get on.
yes, sure do.
Get on that, get.
And that is at Orlando Executive Airport,
that's right by
which
my
is
house.
near downtown. Yes, that's right by
That
your
is
house.
literally
It's right by us. I'm closer than you.
Yeah, you are closer to that. And here's the thing. Here in Florida, we're like, oh yeah, there's a gator. That's kind of cool. But like, we're oh my gosh, there's an alligator. But we see them all the time. So
There's any bit of water, even your pool, there's gonna be a gator.
Always.
Quick story.
Count on it.
I had a friend from Kentucky, and we went golfing in Tampa. Big boy, never seen a gator before in his life, and I go, "Don't get near that water, dude." And he's like, "Oh, whatever." He goes over, big 10-footer pop. You know the big dude from my wedding with the beard, big 10-footer pops up. I've never seen a big man run so fast in his life. I'm like, it's not coming near you. Once
if you leave them alone,
don't mess with
fine.
their food and don't mess with their babies.
That's
it.
true.
And you can believe it's really wild too that they used to be like endangered for
Yeah,
a while too.
right?
So it says you something. All right, we go now from the Gators to Florida to golfing, where a golfer was arrested after smashing a driver over a player's head during a crazy outburst. Watch your screen. Event took place at the Burnaby Mountain Golf Course in Canada. He did say, "Excuse me, sir. Sure, yeah, I'm going to hit you across the head. Yeah." It all started with an argument which turned ugly between two players. If you're Canadian, I apologize for that bad impersonation. One guy loses it. The other hits the other golfer over the head with one of his clubs. He hits the guy so hard that his head actually of the driver comes flying off. The suspect was arrested, facing assault charges, as he should. The victim seemed to be a little shaken. He was able to walk it off. Cops were called. They confirmed the 43-year-old had a little too much to drink. That happens on the golf course.
Yes, it does.
No word about what that argument was about. The suspect now faces possible assault charges and then has been released from a court.
My concern is, and obviously there are police involved and charges filed, but in the video you don't see it actually happen. Maybe it was just my
Maybe
perspective.
it went right afterwards. I didn't get to see
But
it
you just see the guy swing the golf club, but then it goes to the ground like this. This is when it happens. You can't see it.
You know, in this day and age too, yeah, you always
This is a
wonder.
problem. I can't help it.
But here's what I can say. Old white guys on a golf course are probably not going to be the best with video.
That is
if
true.
If they're younger, maybe.
And then especially if they've had a couple.
And they're all drunk.
Yes.
If there's alcohol involved, for sure. Hey, we're going to be talking about celebrity law coming up in just a few moments. P. Diddy, the big story there keeps on getting bigger and bigger. We're going to be doing that. Plus, we're going to make your home better.
Yes, we're getting it ready for the fall-winter season with some great tips for your AC. We're also talking about streaming for the weekend. What are we all dialed into this week? We'll share it with you coming up.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. You know, more celebrities are actually finding themselves in court, and the reasons behind many of these cases are they're pretty shocking. How do we make sense out of it all? Well, joining us now to talk about everything from Diddy, Meg Thee Stallion, and Tory Lanez is former public defender and legal expert Michael Riley Esquire. Michael, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me, Mitch. It's great to be here.
We're glad to have you here. It seems that, you know, if you're a celebrity, all eyes are on you. But it just seems weird because maybe they feel like they're a different echelon of society. They get in trouble, and when they do, they get in really big trouble. And I think what everybody has been talking about and what we're really referring to is what's been going on with P. Diddy. Can you give us the latest of what's going on in this case? Because there are so many tentacles to it.
I think you said it right, Mitch. Big trouble. P. Diddy's in a lot of trouble. So what we know so far is there's about 120 civil lawsuits that are people accusing P. Diddy of various acts over a large span of time. Men, women, minors, adults, all sorts of problems. We also know about the federal indictment. We have a trial date coming up. So Diddy's got a lot of problems going on right now.
Do you think that the accusers are actually going to be named in all this? Because I imagine that's why, because we've heard that this has been happening for a while, but nobody wanted to come forward. Do you think they'll actually be named?
At some point, they're going to have to be named. If this criminal case goes to trial, the government's going to have to reveal the identities of these people. I know Diddy's lawyers are currently asking the court to force the prosecutors to reveal those names. They need those names in order to prepare the defense. They need to be able to find out who they are, do a little homework on these people, background checks. So eventually, I think we're going to start to see these names come out.
And you know, there's been talk, and again, this is pure speculation, that some of them might be paid off or maybe they might lose deals out of all of this. Will the prosecution or even the judge look at that saying, hey, this is, well, first off, is that against the law for them not to come in and accuse them and get a payoff, or would that be obstructing justice?
Well, I mean, if we talk just in terms of a civil case, if there's an accusation and then a payoff, another word for a payoff is a settlement. And we see that happen all the time with lawsuits. With the Cassie case, there was an out-of-court settlement, undisclosed amount. So that's perfectly legal. If somebody brings a claim and there's an agreement to settle it outside of court, call it a payoff, call it a settlement, but it is what it is.
Okay, and again, that's in the civil case. And you think that Diddy will actually bond out before this case even starts?
So he doesn't even have the option right now. Obviously, Diddy is a guy that we know has, for all intents and purposes, unlimited resources. So if bonding out was an option for him, I think we would have seen it already. He was ordered detained by a federal magistrate. The district court upheld that decision. And now his lawyers are appealing to the circuit court, asking a judge to come up with some set of circumstances, some set of conditions to allow him to be released. But so far, judges aren't buying.
Yeah, and we're in that society of watching, you know, Law and Order, and we think things are going to happen really fast. When in reality, that's not the case. I'm going to move on now to Megan Thee Stallion. Could the latest revelation that Megan actually lied about her sexual relationship with Tory Lanez actually affect any appeal in his case?
In my opinion, Mitch, I don't think so. I understand she's come out and admitted that she lied to Gayle King about the nature of her relationship with Tory Lanez. It doesn't really go to the substance of the allegations that Tory was put on trial for. Certainly, if she came forward and said she lied about that, she lied about who shot her or something like that, I think that could have an impact. But just another lie about the nature of the relationship, I think it's very unlikely that a reviewing court would reverse the case or order a new trial or anything like that.
Yeah, it seems like because it would be just speculative or, you know, again, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but they could say, well, I viewed the relationship as this, and maybe it might actually have been something else. So that does make a lot of sense. Do you think Tory Lanez actually has a chance at a new trial because of his defense attorney's relationship with Rock Nation? That's the management team, by the way, that handles Meg Thee Stallion.
I hate to be a cynic, Mitch, but I don't think so. I think Tory Lanez is a guy who has a lot of resources. He could fund a legal team to explore every possible avenue of relief for him, right? This is a guy who was sentenced to 10 years, certainly wants to come home. He's got the resources to have his lawyers out there, leaving no stone unturned, and they're going to explore this. But from what I can tell, Mitch, that there wasn't even a relationship between Sean Hawley and Rock Entertainment that would create a conflict of interest.
That's interesting. And let's talk about this as a whole. We always see what most people, they look back, celebrities. Very rarely do we see them actually spend a lot of hard time. And a lot of people say just what you said, they have the resources, they have a lot of money. When this happens, when a case like this or criminal case, because they are able to throw a lot of money on it, does it change case law? Meaning that, like, say somebody that doesn't have the resources, could they refer to it like this happened in the P. Diddy case or that sort of thing and use that as pretty much a defense?
So the availability of resources isn't going to change the law, but it's going to look at it like you're going into a fight that much more armored. You're going into a war with that many more tanks, planes, aircraft carriers. You have a lot more to work with, so you can challenge every single aspect. It gives you an upper hand, that's for sure, but the law is the law. And courts are bound by precedent. They're bound by the laws that were set before, and no amount of money is just going to change the law.
That's a good point. All right, let's go back to the Diddy case here. Let's talk about, do you think there's going to be some big names, or maybe are some names that might be popping up in this case that we might have some surprises?
It's certainly within the realm of possibility. I mean, it's been floated out there that there are celebrities that were allegedly involved in these freak-offs, as they call them. And so we might see, as time goes on, some familiar names floating to the surface that were allegedly involved. And who knows if there's talk that these things were recorded. So I think there's a lot yet to be seen with the Diddy case. I think
you're absolutely right. If you start to see a mass exodus of celebrities going out of the country, maybe that might be a heads up. Who knows? Man, I really appreciate you joining us. Very insightful stuff. We'd love to have you back for more to find out what else develops on this. Now, if you want to find out more on these cases and, of course, anything else on the show, you can head to our website. It's dailyflashshow.com. Michael, thanks so much for joining us. We'll have more right after this. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Every year, CEDIA Expo, it's a leading event for smart home technology that brings together professionals and innovators in the industry, takes place. And the person to let us know what's coming, at least to our tech-wise home, is our very own Dr. Frank Vigiano. He makes it to the event, reports back to us. How you doing, Dr. Frank?
I'm well, Mitch. How are you?
I am well, and I'm so glad we got the matching jackets today. You're the guy that I always aspire to be, my man.
Okay.
Hey,
that sounds wonderful. I love it.
What is CEDIA? What is it? The little flying things that come every 17 years? Is that what the CEDIA is, or what?
No.
Oh, those are cicadas. Oh, okay.
Yeah. CEDIA is a Custom Electronic Design and Installation Association. So these are the people that basically come into your home, install a home theater, lighting control, shades, wherever you'd like to have them, all the new technology for your home.
Very cool. And let's see that some of that good stuff. You got something that's actually going to pack a punch when it comes to my audio. Am I right?
That is correct, Mitch. Absolutely. Yep. And this is amazing because of the value. This is Martin Logan's Dynamo Foundation subwoofer. It's the latest advancement in subwoofer design, combining high performance and exceptional value. Advanced engineering utilizes state-of-the-art analysis for distortion-free sound. It has seamless integration, Mitch. You can see the sub on, actually saw the speaker at the bottom there. It has seamless integration and versatile connectivity. It's a high-value, high-performance subwoofer, immersive audio experience. So what I love about this company, they incorporate many of their high-performance technologies at affordable prices. Mitch, this Foundation 10 is priced at only $299.
Wow.
That's incredible. Yeah. So visit martinlogan.com or your authorized Martin Logan dealer.
People don't realize how that subwoofer changes sound. It's really, really cool. What else you got for the tunes?
Okay, so this is by Anthem, and this is amazing. We've had this on before, the MRX Slim AV receiver. It's received the Best New Hardware Smart Home Award at CEDIA. This is the award for all of America, which is amazing. So they won the top award, and the MRX Slim is a compact, powerful, and sleek receiver. Look at that. You can put it behind the television. It's a fraction of the size of a traditional AV receiver, yet delivers fidelity sound without compromising on sound quality. The space-saving design meets powerful sonic performance, and the hideaway design allows you to hide it, mount it, rack it, or stack it anywhere. It can fit behind your flat screen, as I mentioned, and the TV in the rack or a cabinet or even inside the wall. It has a robust streaming capability like the Apple AirPlay, Google Cast, and Bluetooth, and the Anthem is the leader in audio innovation. And you learn more by visiting anthemav.com. And Mitch, the award is amazing. They have really, this is something people have been wanting and waiting for a long time.
Very cool. Now we hear that in order to make your smart home smart, you have to make it very easy. Do you have something that's going to do just that?
Absolutely, Mitch. This is by NICE, and NICE introduced their home management smart solutions, and NICE unveiled new home management solutions at the show. Their innovative new features and capabilities enhance the way users interact with their smart homes. It features faster processing, stunning 4K video, and native voice control with NICE Voice Assistant. NICE revolutionizes home automation with a more personalized approach. With a voice assistant, users can control their media, climate, lighting, shades, their intercom security with their voice, and a brand new video doorbell is enhanced with a wide-angle, high-definition camera. And its enhanced coverage will cover the sensors, detectors, garage door, the mobile app, all of that, Mitch. And for more information, visit niceforyou.com.
Niceforyou.com is the website. And since we're talking about homes, do you have one that's going to make it feel nice year-round?
Absolutely, yeah. This is Mr. Cool. I love this product. It's the first do-it-yourself ductless HVAC system. And the benefit of this is it's for all seasons. So not only does it provide air conditioning, but it also provides heat. So you can see it's a do-it-yourself system. Pre-charged line sets allow quick connections. Single zone or multi-zone units are available for 2 to 5 rooms. And the air handler can be wall-mounted or ceiling-mounted with a new ceiling cassette, which you can see there. With easy air filter access, it's America's only true do-it-yourself HVAC system with no special tools or ductwork needed. You can do it yourself. So this 4th generation unit, you can basically use it through an app through your smartphone, voice controls, and Energy Star certification, which is really important. They start around $1,700, Mitch, and check for rebates. But visit MrCoolDIY.com and select stores nationwide.
Very cool. And let's go back to getting the whole house audio. Do you have something where we can just get the music everywhere?
Yeah, Mitch, this is great. You know, everybody's streaming today, and that's a really important technology. So professional music streamers buy Autonomic, and this company, they basically have high resolution streamers without any limits. You can play back up to 5 different streams at the same time in different rooms. Powerful audio distribution. It's internal solid state drive with seamless integration. And what I love about it, it's designed exclusively for high-end multi-room home audio or even on the commercial side. They natively support Apple Music, Spotify, and other major streaming devices. You can contact your local AV professional or visit autonomic.biz.
Cool. I love everything you talk about. Thanks so much for this information and so much more. You can check out what'snewdoc.com or head to our website, dailyflashshow.com.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
I want to write a book about the last sentence right before you actually hear our microphones on. And it would write itself. It's so fun.
You're right.
So fun. We're talking about squirrels, which we'll talk more in detail about that. Hey, this is interesting. I was reading about a stat, and as I did it, I realized, man, I got to change my life. And it says that they did a survey, 39% of those that they had surveyed have said within the last year, 12 months, they've made a new friend. And I started to think, when was the last time I made a new friend? Now, we're not talking about, you guys are my friends, but I'm talking about like where I go out and you meet a friend and you're like, oh my gosh, we start hanging out now. And you know, think about the last time that happened. Will, you have, or you just, he's telling us how much time we have left. Will, you're my friend. I'm sorry. I felt like,
4 new friends.
I thought you had Will. I was like, wow, Will, you don't talk much in here. He's got 4 new friends.
He's like, I got 4
Did you think the same thing?
I did too.
This is very interesting.
Now we have less than 4 minutes left.
No, and less than 4
No,
friends.
now he has 3 friends.
So think about this. They're saying that we don't make new friends, and a lot of it is because we stay inside too much. We have all kinds of television, we have the internet and that sort of thing, and we're not teaching our kids. And so I'm like, all right, how do we do this? When Liza, my wife, and my hand to the heavens has made 3 new friends, and she's going out to lunch with them, but she's one of these people that can just talk to people.
That requires too much effort.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I just can't.
But she also goes out, and I tell you how to do this, because I learned this from Liza, is that she has a garden, and she works out in the garden, and people walk all the time, and they will stop and talk to you, and that's how you make friends.
That's a good point.
37% say that they feel like they're stuck in a rut, they really don't want to, and then 26% say that they feel very repetitive in their social life, meaning they go out with the same people and do the same thing. And it's a shame that we're that way, meeting people. And we're talking about, it's not even dating, it's just meeting people that might have that same, it's just going out and exerting ourselves. So I feel a little bit better.
I wonder how much of it, as you get a little bit more experienced and seasoned in your life, you have less room for people and BS. And I think a lot of times some friendships come with a lot of disappointment. And at some point you just say, you know what, I don't even want to put myself out there, for that kind of disappointment. I'll just stay in my own lane with my own small group of friends, and I'm okay with it.
So you have horses, and I'm assuming that like you go to horse shows and stuff.
Yes.
That's where they say you meet your people.
Yes, yes,
because you have a common. Now you know at least you have horses in common, and Liza is that way. And but you go out and you do stuff.
Yes.
So Matt and I think that's just why you and I are always just friends. We're not doing anything.
We don't do anything. We're married. We're
gonna travel together. Yeah, we're the weirdest couple you've ever met.
Yeah.
When your new friends are like on television shows that you stream.
Yeah.
Basically, have you watched that show? Yeah, it's okay. I know this inside and out.
He finds canes in bathrooms and walks out.
That's a true story.
True. Travelers can now expect to get an automatic refund if a future flight is canceled or delayed. U.S. airlines are now required to give passengers an automatic refund if their flight gets canceled or postponed for more than 3 hours. Now, under the new rule, passengers are entitled to an automatic refund without having to file a request. The airline must reimburse customers within 7 days for their credit card purchases, 20 days for other payment methods. And when it comes to those significant flight delays, those are defined as any domestic flight delayed more than 3 hours and 6 hours for international flights.
All right, and I think everybody in this room probably has had some kind of issue like this. I think the biggest story for me was I was flying back from seeing my kids on a flight from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Orlando, and they said, we're going to land in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then canceled the flight. And so I was stuck in Charlotte, and it was real late at night. So this would have helped me out then, at least to get another flight, which was the next morning. But you're talking about pandemonium. Now, I'm the one person that everybody on that plane is now looking for flights because they were stuck. It's not like they can stay there. And so I'm glad to see something like this happen. And they're not losing money. They're just giving the money back. They screwed up.
Especially if you've got a connecting flight, or let's say you're on standby, or you're flying somewhere for a wedding or a big occasion, or where you don't have a lot of room for error. I'm hoping this will motivate the airlines to make sure that they take care of the problem and the situation right away.
All right, and keep in mind, this is all you United States Airlines.
Yes.
Hey, we're going to do some streaming for the weekend. Tell you what to catch coming up a little bit later right here on Daily Flash.
In this week's Help My Home, we're going to call on our favorite home improvement guy, Gator. Here you are.
Hey, this is Gator with a few easy hacks to help you help your home. It's early spring here in the South, especially in Florida. It's mid-70s and has been for a few days. Most people have run their air conditioner a few times. This is a great time to clean out your drain lines for your air conditioner. These things will get backed up. They get algae built up in them. It'll back up in your evaporator inside or in your closet or in your basement or wherever it may be, and it'll flood there. Most people around here have them in their attic, and it'll flood your house. So you need to clean these out a couple times a year. Some of the older styles, and if you ask the installers, they will install a T in the line up there, and you can pour some bleach in it. If you call someone to clean your lines, this is how they're going to do it. And you just get you a little shop vac. This is a little Stinger from Home Depot, probably 20 years old. And you find your drain line. Now, this one just happens to be black. Some of them are white. I painted this one. Usually they're outside right next to your unit. This one just happens to be around the corner a little bit. You just put your hose on here, just like that. Turn your air conditioner on and run your shop vac for about 30 seconds. Now, if your hose is bigger than your line, then just put some tape around it or a piece of cloth or something there to cover up the gap. You do this about twice a year, you're not gonna have any problems with your air conditioner drain lines backing up. And if you ever have one back up in your house, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, then, next. I'm gonna give you a couple of Gator Pro pool tips, okay? I've been doing this a long time. I built this pool a couple years ago. This is a saltwater pool. The biggest thing I can tell you is you need to check your chemicals. And I mean on a regular, not just once every 2 or 3 weeks. You need to check them every couple of days until you know they're steady for a while. You need one of these test kits. This is a Taylor test kit. You can get these off Amazon. This is the same stuff the pool stores and everybody uses, okay? This is easy. It's got all the directions right here. It's simple to test your chlorine, your pH, everything you need to test right here. And this thing will save you tons of money and tons of headache. You won't have to continue to go to the pool store, continue to have them sell you stuff. This will test your water. It'll tell you right here exactly how to use it. It's got a little book in there, tells you what to add. You can go buy your chemicals anywhere you want. Taylor test kit, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, pool noodle. Got you a piece just long enough to go over your net. Now this is a net that scoops leaves off the bottom and stuff, but I use this for the top and the bottom. And when you put a pool noodle on there like this, it's gonna float the net for you. And you can just float it around. You can still push it under the water, look, and it'll just float right back up. You don't have to worry about dragging it around when it's long, extended, full of leaves. It's gonna float right there for you. This is a game changer. And when you drop it in the water, you'll be able to get it. All right, then, next. So if you deal with mosquitoes, like most people do, especially in the South, these things will wear you out. You're always looking for something to keep them away, right? So this thing's called Spartan Mosquito Control. I heard they were good. I'm not selling this thing. You can get it at Amazon. You can get it at Ace. You can get it at Tractor Supply. I've never used it, but I'm gonna give it a try and see what happens. But they come, there's like 2 tubes in a box, right? And you take this little lid off, put some water in here, you shake this stuff up, it's got some powder in there. And they say that you hang it around your property, 80 feet away from where you're gonna be hanging out. So if you put like one on each corner of your property, it's supposed to keep the mosquitoes away for 30 days. I'm gonna put a few of these out. I'm gonna show you how I hang it up in the tree or wherever I'm gonna put it here. I'll find a spot. And then I'll give it a few days and I'll come back and do a part 2 and we'll see if it really works. So I took the white cap off, I filled it with warm water. It's got a little line right here. You shake it up, dissolves this powder in here. You replace it with this black cap and it's got this little hook. And we're gonna hang it on this tree right here on the edge of my property. Just like that. So that's all there is to it. I'll put 3 more of these around my property for a total of 4. I think they fly inside that thing. So we'll come check in a few days and we'll see if it works. All right, then, next. Okay, so I'm back with part 2 of the Spartan Mosquito Tube Control. It's been about 4 days. I don't really think this is long enough to be able to tell if they really work or not, but in my opinion, in the last 4 days, I have seen fewer mosquitoes in the evening than I have normally. Did it eliminate all of them? Of course not. Be sure to catch my home hacks and more right here on the Daily Flash.
What is KSA Entertainment? It's trending news, entertainment, lifestyle. KSA Entertainment. Culture. It's love. It's food. It's family. KSA. It's life. It's shopping. It's empowerment. KSA. KSA Entertainment. It's fitness. It's travel. KSA. It's fun. It's engaging. It's Daily Flash. Daily Flash Latino. Life, love, shopping. This is KSA Entertainment.
It's time to switch up your summer beauty routine as we dial into fall. Here's beauty and lifestyle expert Joanne Butler with some of her favorites. Hi, Joanne.
Oh, hi. Thanks for having me. Well, let's start at the top with our hair. When your hair gets dry and brittle from the cooler weather and needs some TLC, my go-to is always Pantene here, in particular their Pro V Miracles collection. 3 nutrient-packed shampoo and conditioning duos here with formulas that actually strengthen hair bonds and repair, as well as their $60 luxury brand competitors. But of course, you can get Pantene at mass market drug and grocery stores. And there's something for everyone. For stronger, longer, healthier hair, this is Pantene's Infinite Lengths. It gives you up to 90% less hair breakage. This one's Pantene's Miracle Bond Repair actually repairs 8 signs of damage from frizz to split ends, makes it shiny and more manageable too. And if you have curly or wavy hair, Curl Define and Shine is for you. This one actually refreshes your natural curl pattern and locks in moisture for up to 72 hours. All of these are free of sulfated cleansers, dyes, parabens, and safe for color-treated hair. And of course, again, they're a steal right at the grocery or drugstore. Now, let's talk makeup. We're seeing lots of bold Rockstar eyeliner out there, paired with bold berry and cinnamon colored eyes, lips, and cheeks, very fall. But any great look this season starts with a good canvas, and that's healthy looking, glowing skin. And the trick to make sure you always have that is a good primer. That also helps your makeup last too. And Milk Makeup is known for their award-winning primers. You've probably seen the Hydro Grip Primer videos all over TikTok. Well, they just launched a new one called Hydro Grip and Glow. It has all the same benefits of the original, but with these light reflecting pearls to give you this soft, radiant, luminous glow. It lasts for up to 12 hours too. Plus, it really hydrates your skin with hyaluronic acid. It's not greasy. It just feels like an instant fresh pick-me-up, so it feels great when you put it on. I'm wearing it right now under my makeup. You can wear it alone too. It's great for every day or great for those, holiday parties to get glam. And you can get this right at Sephora for $30, which is a great deal. Now, next up, if you're like me and you don't like to shave, Nair hair removal is great. They make it really quick and easy to get rid of hair all over the body, even on your face, and it just leaves your skin really soft, smooth, and hydrated, and it lasts days longer than shaving. And Nair's made with really great skincare ingredients like this one. It's watermelon and hyaluronic acid. There that hyaluronic acid is again. This is their Prep and Smooth. It just gently exfoliates and removes facial fuzz. And then this is the body cream. You can use it right in the shower, super easy, and it's made with Moroccan argan oil. Both of these smell amazing, which I love too, and they're great for sensitive skin. So there you have it, my fall beauty buys for you.
Calling all football fans, the fan swap competition is back. A pair of lucky American fans will have a chance to actually score a once-in-a-lifetime English football experience. Here's NFL star J.J. Watt. He's got the details. J.J.
What's going on, everybody? Take Me to Turf is coming back. And this time it's even bigger and better. All thanks to our friends at Visit Detroit. Last season, we brought one lucky family over the pond to watch the Clarets, and we're doing it again. We'll be flying a lucky winner and their +1 for a once-in-a-lifetime holiday to England to cheer on Burnley at Turf Moor. Head over to the Burnley website and follow the instructions on Take Me to Turf webpage. Make sure you answer all the questions in the form. Remember to read those terms and conditions. Our winners will be selected at random, so once you've submitted the form, look out for an email from the club. This competition is all thanks to our friends at Visit Detroit. We look forward to welcoming you to Turf Moor or Detroit very soon. Up the Clarets.
The top cities across the U.S. have just been named. Let's find out if your city made the list. Here is the rundown.
Navy Federal has released the 2024 Best Cities After Service list.
Cities like Sarasota, Florida, and Norwich, Connecticut rank high on the list. Veterans' average incomes, cost of living, crime rates, proximity to VA hospitals, and quality of life considerations were evaluated when creating the Best Cities list. And when you've decided on a new city, Navy Federal Credit Union has tools, tips, and resources to help you on your way.
Learn more at NavyFederal.org/bestcities.
Our friends at Amazon have unveiled an exciting new lineup for their Kindle e-readers. Here's what's new for the holidays.
With the holidays coming up, finding the perfect gift for the book lover in your life can be tricky. Amazon's latest Kindle lineup has options for every reader. Here with more is Kevin Keith, Vice President of Kindle at Amazon.
We just announced the first ever color Kindle. ColorSoft brings a vibrant yet easy on the eyes reading experience. All of your book covers are now in color. We've also reimagined the Kindle Scribe for the best reading and writing experience. And of course, we updated Kindle Paperwhite. It's now our fastest Kindle ever.
Amazon's new lineup makes it easier than ever to find the perfect e-reader.
Kindle offers something for everyone. Whether you want vibrant colors or something compact and easy to take on the go, with Kindle you can have months of battery life, read indoors and outdoors at the pool, no distractions. It's the perfect gift for anyone.
To learn more about the Kindle lineup, visit Amazon.com/Kindle. That's Amazon.com/Kindle.
As our population ages, the need for caregivers has never been greater. Here's Marvell Adams Jr. and Judy Krieg with more.
There are over 100 million caregivers serving across the country, according to the latest statistics, and that's a tremendous, number when you consider that caregivers are an integral part of our care system. And so, as such, they feel the weight of this responsibility every single day.
I was actually a caregiver for both mom and dad around the same time. And my mom had agitation associated with Alzheimer's disease, and my dad had vascular dementia, Alzheimer's type. So it was physically and emotionally challenging at times getting them to their doctor's appointments, managing their medications, making sure they were eating and their house was clean. And then things got even harder when mom began to show agitation. So it was emotionally draining.
So for caregivers, anyone looking for information on caregiving, they can give us a call toll free at 855-CARE-640, or they can find more resources and support at caregiveraction.org.
We still have more Daily Flash coming up.
We sure do. Streaming for the Weekend is coming up next.
Stick around.
Don't go anywhere.
It's time now for us to check in for Streaming for the Weekend. This is where we show you some of the cool things you might want to check out on your streaming services. We start off with AJ. What do you got?
Yeah, so my pick for this week is the true crime documentary, The Beauty Queen Killer. Take a look.
They call him the Beauty Queen Killer. He's targeting young women in malls, posing as a photographer. Police believe he will strike again.
I am single. I am still gaining life. I want to enjoy the company of a number of women.
9 days of terror unfold on this 3-part docuseries from ABC News, now streaming on Hulu. Christopher Wilder was the serial killer. He started in Miami. He made his way all across the country, and then he went back to the East
photographer.
Coast. Yeah.
If you're a model, if a photographer comes to you, don't.
And if it was in malls, he's out of luck.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, my pick this week is something I've wanted to share for a while, and I got to show it to a few people this week, and they were really interested, so I'll share it with you. It's a YouTube channel called Defunctland, and it's a story of the craziest party Walt Disney ever threw.
Ooh. One of the animation boys was able to break a horse out of a stable, and in a drunken haze, he rode the horse into the hotel lobby and reportedly up the stairs to the second floor, galloping the animal through the hallways as his drunken co-workers laughed and cheered him on.
Just search for the craziest party Walt Disney ever threw on YouTube. It's about an hour long, and it's unbelievable stuff. It involves a horse in a pool and then a lobby. It has little people. It has Walt almost getting arrested.
This sounds so fun.
It's so much fun, and then you're just like, what happened? And then he's like,
Defunctland's the name of it.
Defunctland.
Ever wondered if there's a different version of you? It's something that takes you deep into some dark matter.
He's married to the woman of his dreams, and they have a good life.
Have a good day.
Coffee to go?
Oh my gosh, you're my hero.
Until one night, he doesn't make it home.
It is quantum mechanics at its best. Joel Edgerton and Jennifer Connelly star in this really cool, don't miss an episode thriller. Season 1 is on Apple TV. You can binge watch it now. It's mind-blowing. Don't miss an episode.
No, you're so lucky you get to binge watch it, because I had to wait for it every single week, and I absolutely loved it.
It's really cool, Matt. You got to check it out.
I'll check that out. Seems up my alley.
That does it, y'all. Have a fantastic weekend. We will see you when we look at you. Bye-bye.
Peace and love.